don't gotta look any further, no, I'm down for you. Haters watch their mouth and when they see me, know I rock for you. They ain't messing with you when they see me fix your crown. It's ride or die for you. Riding through the city with the top down, screaming fuck the world, we on top now. All my ladies fine and we're independent. Got a bag of tons, not a penny missing.
Yo. Okay, guys, welcome back. We got our girls, Naya, Ceci, Alicia, Angie number 1, and a Scarlett. You can't six with us. So we got 2 topics for the day. Putting your confidence in trusting people and funny middle school moments.
Does it have to be middle school though?
Yeah.
Can it be
middle
like school?
Oh, she got some.
Oh, she got middle school.
Yeah.
What happened to
Damn.
you, middle school girl? Oh, and then at the end we're gonna talk about like a fun fact about laughter.
We need that.
He's like,
I'm
oh,
gonna
We need
What are some examples that you guys have about trusting people in your life? For me, it would be like how they act around other people.
okay.
So like if they act a certain way
that's a
with
good
me, and then
okay.
like they come around somebody else and they're like, a different type of way. So
Okay.
that's just one.
So you want to go first then?
That was one.
Okay.
So, but it could be like with anybody, like friends, coworkers, family.
Well, you can never trust relationships. They will snitch on you.
You sound so triggered.
Well,
Did
not all the time. Unless you guys have dirt on each other.
No, but it's like I feel like it's not. I don't think it's really about snitching, but it could also just be like, oh, like I was here, but you didn't want somebody to know a certain thing. Like they're just like.
I think the biggest snitch in like a work setting is like if someone's always late, and then you're late, and then you're like, but the so and so is always late.
Yeah.
Like that's an easy way to snitch on your coworker.
I don't feel like they don't mean to, but it's like, damn, you're on top of me, so now I'm gonna.
Yeah, just to save themselves.
I'm gonna distract you real quick with this new information.
Reverse. But yeah.
Okay.
So how would you like get somebody to trust you?
Get somebody to trust me, or how can I say
Like
that
both,
I trust
I guess.
somebody?
Like how
Build
I
trust.
trust you.
Build trust with anybody, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Family, friends.
I think that's a big one. What you said is because like how somebody acts in front of you is majority of the time how they're gonna act like behind your back. You know, so like if they're talking shit about somebody that's like close to them.
Is that kind of what she
definitely.
said? I don't know. I feel like that's not what she said.
Not like talking shit, their personality kind of changes, or they're just like more giggly, or like
like they're on a different girl and they're acting mad different.
I have something to say about that though, because I get that, but I do that. I'm not gonna lie. I have separate friend groups, and like sometimes I like to merge both of them, and it doesn't work out. Like I have to, not that I have to act a certain way with this person, but this person is more reserved, so I need to make them feel comfortable.
Also, feel like certain times, like different people bring out different sides of you. You know
that too. So like. You feel me? Like, I have to make them feel comfortable, but then I'm with my friend that I'm always like, oh, yeah, we outside, like, And then with her, like, she's not really outside, so I'm like, oh, okay, so, like, just chit-chatting it up. And I've had my friend, one of my best friends, actually tell me, like, oh, you act so different when this person's around. Like, I really don't like it. But I'm like, I'm trying to accommodate both parties, right? We're all in the same setting, so I have to dibble here, dabble there. So it's not more so that maybe I'm weird about it, but it's like
I just don't bring each other around, I guess.
But I think
I don't like doing that though, because I like to merge my friend groups, but I do think some friend groups shouldn't be merged because it's just not the vibe.
It's two different things. My best friend, like since 2nd grade, she doesn't like hang out the same way we would hang out, like go out to the club and like do this and do that. I mean, she would probably go for like the one time, but it's not something that she would do all the time. Like she does something very like we hang out very different than how I hang out with other groups of friends. You know what I'm saying? So
I think there's a difference in both though, because I think what she's explaining is her being considerate of her
like
friend,
how,
right?
Like how would you get them to know that you have the best intentions?
Although you act different.
Yeah, like although you act
friend
differently,
groups,
like how do you?
Well, I mean,
how do you think that they know that you're still genuine?
Yeah.
I feel like
Just
it
how-
just
'cause
comes
I-
off like the energy and how you are,
Yeah.
because I feel like you could tell the difference when someone's being like
Malicious.
fake weird,
Yeah.
and then when
that's what I'm
someone's just
saying.
genuinely
Like, I feel like
catering
it was like
to
that. I
their
feel like it
one
was more
friend.
like the fake weird, like
So I think what you're talking
Yeah.
about is more like, oh, my friend and me are really cool, blah blah blah, and then here comes another girl, and now all of a sudden she's being weird with me
Yeah.
and me,
Yeah.
and she's making fun of me and
Oh,
laughing
yeah.
too hard at
Yeah.
something another girl
For
said.
me,
I feel like that would be like,
Or like you don't even like to drink, but she's all this girl she like drinking and
Drinking.
like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
hanging
yeah.
out. But
drinking
yeah,
with your
like-
other
Okay.
friend, but
Mhm.
you don't want to.
For me though, it's really when like girls act different around guys. Like you
Yeah.
could be
That's
friends
usually-
with this girl,
Mm-hmm.
but bro, once guys start coming around, she starts being weird.
I feel like that's a pick me girl.
Yeah, I feel like
Right?
that's how you can
No.
tell if your like girlfriend is
like
also like loyal to you.
And they be too friendly with
They be-
your
yeah.
man.
Oh my god,
even.
Alicia,
Yeah,
like no, then they'll be like, oh my god, Alicia, your hair is like so ugly
Like, why do
today.
you look
Oh.
like
In front of
that?
a guy that is like
Yo,
cute
I
or
hate
whatever.
that.
Oh,
Switching
Alicia,
up
like
over
that
dick
outfit's
is
ugly.
crazy.
Yeah.
This has happened to me
I-
multiple times. Multiple times.
I
I
had a friend like that.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
like where I've been around girls and we're at like a spot, and mind you, I'd be at the spot there to be with my friends, to be listening to music, to drink, to have a good time. I'm not there for the guys. Like, I'm literally there with my friends.
in the
Like,
perspective I was talking about was how I know that I can trust somebody. Just one thing that like I look at personally is like how they treat the people around them that they consider close to them. If they're like, oh, this is my best friend, and then you're talking shit for real, then I know that I have no higher value than that to you. So like you don't owe me more than the people in your life. So I already know where I'm gonna stand with you. So I just keep my distance or I come closer. That's one thing that I do look at. I thought that's what you were saying. but-
Yeah.
No,
like
but
that.
she is. Yeah, that's what you were saying, and I agree with that.
I guess how would people trust you?
I feel like that's different for everybody.
Yeah, you
There's
better
a
come
lot
and
of
find
people need
out.
to cease, huh?
You better
Come and find out.
Yeah, come and find out, but also different people search for different things in people to feel safe. You know what I'm saying? Like how you
I
feel
feel like
safe
if
with me
you're
is not how she
emotional,
feels safe
like,
with me. You
if
know?
you're emotionally there for somebody, they could trust you.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, but
kinda.
sometimes.
But sometimes it backlashes.
And
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
people
Backfires.
like to manipulate and just get information out of you
Yeah.
and then use it against you.
Or they start off with good intentions.
So I guess you
Yeah.
can't trust anybody.
That's
I
true.
guess.
You shouldn't. I feel
I
like
feel like friends have to gain trust. Like when you first meet somebody, like they just have to gain your trust.
What about
And you
family,
have
though?
to gain theirs.
That's a challenging one.
as far as
Oh,
family, I
family?
feel like family
shit.
expects
Don't even get me started.
the trust. Like I feel like family expects the trust, but honestly, I feel like it's still earned. Like with some people, like there's some people that I wouldn't question the trust of my family, but there's other people who've done questionable things that like if I want them around me, like I gotta put you in situations where
Yeah.
you could prove that I could trust you.
There's nobody in my family that I would necessarily say that I can feel completely unsafe around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questionable.
Questionable. But maybe like emotionally, but not so much like physically.
Yeah.
I feel like emotionally for real, like I've had to learn over the years because I feel like growing up it's very instilled for you to like trust your family, to family is family,
No,
this,
yeah,
that and the
facts.
other. You know, especially if you grow up in a
Family oriented.
family oriented environment. But through the years I've learned that blood is not thicker
You
than
got
water.
deadbeats.
Yeah, like some people just don't deserve your time, no matter who they are or
I-
what title they hold. In my personal opinion,
Yeah.
that's just where I stand because I value my time, I value my energy, and I don't care who you are. If you're threatening my peace and you're not changing, and I can't change you, then you gotta hit the road, babe.
I feel like
Family.
Damn,
family
girl.
challenges your trust.
Yeah, it
they
does.
challenge
Yeah.
your trust,
Mhm.
and they teach you a lot of things. They challenge it, and then they also cross boundaries because they feel like they can. And I feel like that's where a lot of
I'm your mom.
yeah,
Yeah.
or
But
you should be doing this for me because I did X,
Yeah,
Y, and
Because
Z,
I
or
birthed you.
No.
I
Or
feel
like-
like you say family, but like yes, family, but I also leave room for improvement. Like I'm not like, oh, you're closed off. I'm
Oh, no,
somebody
absolutely
that
not.
is gotten-
especially with family though,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we all have like that one annoying sibling, cousin that we know they're gonna open their mouth, and but they're
It
still
is
fun.
what
You know what I'm saying?
Detrimental, I'm saying. Like,
Exactly.
if you're detrimental to my mental health, my physical health, or anything for that, no, like it's cut. But if you change and we get up better, then there's room for improvement. But I'm not gonna sit here and like cry about it. Life goes on, just like any other person. You do you, I do me, and keep it from me.
For me, like for people to trust me,
Yeah.
I just have to trust myself that I'm giving like the best version of myself to them, and trust that I'm being myself authentically. And if they receive it, they receive it. If they don't, they don't. I think feeling rejected has been my biggest issue. Because you always, I guess that goes with middle school too. Embarrassing moments. I did a lot of embarrassing things in middle school to be like, pick me kind of, but not in like with the guys, just like having friends and stuff. So
Love me.
Yeah.
Pick me.
So then I feel like basically.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
And I feel like I did a lot of things that were, I wouldn't say questionable, but just doing too much to be friends with people. But again, going back to the family thing, they're the ones that challenge you the most. So that helps you navigate through the friends, through the co-workers, right? Because let's be honest, family be doing us the dirtiest. So they give us the strength.
It gives you the experience for when you go out there to know not to get done like your family.
Family, when they do you dirty, it hurts the most versus it being your friend. And
because sometimes with family, they have good intentions, even though
they do have good intentions.
Even though they might be going off on you, even though they might be doing something that whatever we said. They have good intentions most of the time, right?
Not all, not
but
all.
And I'm just speaking. Well, you're right. Personally, my experience, I know my parents, or we've gone through a lot. Being first generation, but
you're like first generation American.
Yeah, American. So it's like our parents were immigrants.
They expected a lot.
So they still expect a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like
26.
So it's definitely a learning experience, and still we're learning.
Yeah.
Families. Sorry. I was just gonna say, like, families always challenge you the most because those are the ones you feel like hold closest to your heart. You know, like, I was having a conversation. We were having a conversation the other day, actually, and I was just saying that, like, if you can't set your boundaries with the people that you hold closest to, you'll never be successful in setting boundaries with people outside of them because you can't hold your ground with the people that you hold closest to you. So sometimes, even though we want to tell the ones that we love yes all the time, sometimes it's okay to say no within means. Like if you're putting them in harm's way, obviously not, but like, if it's something gentle, like, yo, I can't make it today, instead of stretching yourself too thin, like, that's a healthy boundary, you feel me? Like, so.
But it's hard to do that with family because they expect you.
It takes practice, dude.
They expect you to go above and beyond, roll under the
I've
fire.
Practice my explanation
I feel like it takes
lately.
She has been putting her foot down. Yeah. And I feel like I started putting my foot down around that age too.
That's good though, like, and not to be disrespectful, but to just.
But they take it as disrespect.
Yeah.
They're always gonna take it. And now that I'm a
because
mother,
it's like for so long you're just like okay, and you're like, all right, bitch.
No, but not. but not even.
Right.
We see kids, not like, but being combative with their parents, saying like, no, I don't want to do that, and like we would never. I know I personally cannot do that to my mom. The minute no starts rolling out my tongue, my face already like this.
With the backhand.
Yep.
I don't tell my mom no a lot. I feel like only like within reason. Like if you're being crazy, she's never crazy though. You know what I'm saying? I always tell my mom.
But can you go back and forth with your mom?
Do I go
like
back
not
and forth?
in an arguing, but like maybe
even
like
arguing? Me and my mom argue for sure, but we argue because we're so similar.
No, but that's a healthy relationship, mother-daughter. Like obviously, as long as there's no disrespect, there's no cursing, there's no none of that.
No.
That's I feel like healthy.
We argue because lack of understanding on like one of each other's parts, and either, she's telling me how I'm wrong or I'm explaining to her how she can, improve on a situation. Like, so me and my mom have just worked on that relationship. So not everybody has that. My mom and I have grown very close. We've always lived together as well. I've lived separate from her. like only a select amount of times, but yeah, my mom has always been my best friend also, so it's like a little bit of a mix. It's she's more than just a mother to me. She's been a friend as well.
Yeah, but
which is
see,
really
that's
nice.
good when it's like that. Yeah, I've
Not
never had
everybody
that.
has
Yeah,
that.
like I was never friends with my mom.
mom,
Like
yeah,
it was a
no.
mother-daughter
Yeah.
relationship,
Like,
and that's
I am
it.
not
Like
your friend.
No.
Literally, that's
Literally,
what would
like,
roll out her
uh-huh.
tongue.
Do you think that has to do with generations? Like
It
because
does. Absolutely.
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom is. I always say my mom is a mom in the
And
gray
culture.
area.
Yeah, I feel like
Mhm.
And
the
culture
Yeah.
for sure, because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, your culture,
is way
it's
different.
very lenient, very we about to
Yeah.
drink together at 15 and we're gonna go out and we're gonna have a handy dandy time. But
Which
Mom was
Go.
not playing that shit.
yeah,
I
our
definitely
mom,
wasn't drinking with my mom.
our mom, even if I drink now, she'll just be like,
you're an alcoholic.
shake her head and walk away. Like, I'm 26, girl.
Call her later, like, I'm
I've been,
so
like-
disappointed in
Yeah,
you.
no.
You're
My mom
still
presses
drinking.
me too, though.
No,
Like,
but me and Angie literally had like.
but
had
she
that
not
sit
pressing
down.
you how your mom's pressing you.
We
What were you
literally
gonna say,
sat
Alicia?
down with our mom and like we like talked to her. We were like, nah, like to be honest, like we feel like we could be treated better. Like we could probably do better, but like we want you to also do better. Because all of our arguments were like it was just arguments, like yelling, and then like we would always lose.
yeah,
So like, we had to have like a sit down where like we actually like were all calm and like had to explain ourselves and like
yeah, like why I
everything.
felt this way, why I felt this way.
But that's
like
good though.
And
I
that's
feel like
never
it's
easy.
yeah, but it's
Though-
still
I know
It
the
didn't go
progress
the
still
is
doesn't
very-
really solve
No,
nothing.
Yeah, but it's better
Like it
'cause there's
happens, and
two
in
of
that
you.
moment they're like, okay, I understand, like you're right, but then it's like,
It
then
goes
the
right
week
back.
after they do something
Not
else
even
where
the
it's
week.
just like,
Well,
No,
2
like-
days
oh,
later.
okay. I mean, I
used to tell
guess.
my mom to be nicer to me, and the week later it was the same thing.
The progress is very small. With
Yeah.
especially once you
that.
start, it's just very.
It's very unnoticeable.
But I feel like
But
it
there-
starts like during
Yeah, it
middle
starts.
school.
It starts planting
Middle
something.
school.
oh
right?
girl,
Like, I'm
no,
26.
mine
No,
started.
shit, that
I'm
even
29.
started.
I'm
Yeah.
29.
That was like
And,
when I was
uh,
like about to graduate high school.
I was out of
That
high
happened
school when
for
that
us,
conversation
like, yeah.
happened.
No,
and
I'm
still-
saying
About to
like
graduate.
at middle school it starts when you're like seeing stuff, like how you
Oh,
don't like
like
this.
understanding.
yeah.
Understanding like
Yeah.
this is not okay.
High school,
Yeah.
I think I started understanding why my mom acted certain ways, or why
Yeah.
she treated me certain ways, or like
Exactly.
or even why I felt certain ways, or like
Because
the-
kids
you know.
nowadays disrespect.
No, but that's what. But I also like that I was treated a
Yeah.
certain way,
Yeah.
right? Because
Oh,
now
yeah.
I'm very clean. Now I'm on
Mhm.
top of my shit. Like now I. Why the cameraman in the back look at me like that?
He's like,
What was that saying? I lost my
Very
train of
You're on
thought.
top of your
Very
shit.
clean, on top of my shit, or like just like with paying bills and stuff. Like my mom always charged me and Scar for everything.
no, she charged
never
us,
got
and
my
if
birthday
we
money
ever
back.
borrowed money, it was returned with interest.
With interest.
She has
because
never.
that's what they do in real life.
Yup. Because I'm gonna learn one day or another, and she
Okay.
made sure of that.
I'm glad you guys are the women you are, but I'm sorry you went through these things.
Yeah, I feel like because we went through it, though,
Very
it
traumatic.
definitely made us like the better women. Like,
Yeah.
even
So-
though
Yeah,
stuff,
I feel
but-
like we're all humble and like we respect our elders
Yeah,
and we have
because
respect
of-
for others
yeah.
and because you know I got my ass beat every week, whatever. But
But that's like
I'm a
changed
good
the part
person.
now, you know.
But I can say now that I am a mother, I feel like me and my mom have very touchy conversations, right?
Yeah.
She'll bring it up, right? But I'll sit down with her and I'll be like, no, I didn't like this. I break it down, and then she'll just be like, and which happens a lot in a lot of our families, is their trauma. They're still holding on to their trauma. So they're like, oh, but I went through this. And I've had to sit back and be like, I'm sorry, but that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you about my experiences with you, what you caused in my life, the trauma you caused in my life. And then she was like, oh, but that's nothing. And I'm like, but I'm not comparing. I'm saying like
I'm
what
just
you
letting
went
you know.
was real, and it was harder than mine, but I'm still living in my truth and my trauma. And so like, how do we better our communication, our relationship, not just for us, but the sake of your grandchildren? Because my daughter will one day feel like I failed her in some areas. I could have listened to her better. She's gonna have complaints. No parent is perfect.
Yeah.
But the biggest takeaway for me is her seeing that, you know, eventually I'll talk to her about my life, give her my background, and then her to see like, damn, even though mom went through all of this, she was still willing and able to work on that with her mother. So how could I not do that with my own? So, you know, I think that seeing all of us be different individuals, have a tough, rough past, right? Maybe not with our mothers, but with maybe some other family members, taught us to be humble and stuff. But I feel like there are different ways to go about it. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way. But I always jokingly say sprinkle a little trauma in there because that is
good for the
necessary.
soul.
It is good for the soul. It's good for character. And it's good to build some humbleness in your kid's life.
And a backbone.
Word.
Absolutely. The hitting definitely got to go out the window.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, I mean, raising a boy is different. I've had Mateo.
Sometimes you need to.
He turned 8 months. I'm not gonna lie. He be scratching me up, and I'd be like, damn. I be having to cover up all my scratches and bruises because that boy is wild.
He beating you on the side,
bro, and he gets so frustrated. He like closes his fists and just wants to rip my cheek off. Look. Angie's like, you better calm your bro.
Nah, that one time you told me Zay pulled out your lashes.
Oh yeah. It happened at least 3 times.
She's like, that wasn't one time.
She called me. She's like, Cess, my lashes. I'm like, yo, what?
Well, I'm glad she called
just
you out of frustration.
No, like just playing around, like.
But we let them, right? We let them.
Plucking them
until like they hit you that one good time. You're like, oh,
I'm not letting no kid pluck out my eyelashes.
Well, she didn't let that happen, but she was letting him tussle.
I'm gonna be like, you want to feel it?
The purple nurple is crazy.
Yes.
She's like, and my mom used to pull the
oh
my god, the ear, the silent, because you were doing something at a store and like this on the side. I was like,
the last time my mom pulled my hair was actually I was 26.
Oh, now
and she pulled it in front of Mia, and I feel like that was the start of me being like,
my mom pulled my hair like 2 weeks ago.
You can't do that.
That's actually wild.
In front of Mia, and I was like, you can't do that in front of my kid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she gonna feel some type of way about it because I never build boundaries with her. So, and that's a part of starting building boundaries.
Imagine your kid came over, pulled your hair.
Now she's like, I seen grandma do it.
What?
Wait,
Bella did it?
Oh, nah, I'm
I know.
My mom pulled my hair.
2 weeks ago.
I was laughing at both, to be honest.
No, but Ceci has a different relationship with my mom. Even though we both went through a lot of similar stuff, she's more like, I feel like she was able to voice her stuff more than I was, and then now Brian's able to voice his things a lot more than we did. So you know,
it's also different.
I feel like it was the same with us, right? Like she was a lot harder on Angie, and like she was hard on yeah. Look at that.
A bitch went through it. You can believe that.
You know, I got some of that too, but definitely not as much as she did. I definitely fall back more. Like Angie was the quiet kid. Like no, like I was fine.
You know what's crazy? I was like the
younger
more quieter,
one
chill, calm child, and I got it the worst
because that pissed them off. I was too.
Yo.
I was calm, quiet, and slow. That pissed my mom off the most, and it was like I was getting beat every day, and I was making sure I didn't say the wrong thing. So a girl was mute, and she was like, "You're not gonna say nothing," and then I'd be like, "No, you're gonna talk back to me."
You're like, damn if I do this.
So, and I think it was a lot of fear, but that like pissed her off more because you know, when you're agitated, you want to hear something back, but then I'm like, I'm not doing nothing, I'm not saying nothing, and then she looking at me like, "Girl, you here? Like, let me bring you back."
Okay, so any like red flags for trusting people?
Trusting people? The one she said is a big one. That goes for not just personal, but business-wise, right? Like, I saw something online, and it was a guy saying, like, if you embarrassing your girl, cheating on her, doing her wrong, like, how you expect me to do business with you if that's the girl you lay with every night, you do everything with, you're building trust with, how could I trust you when you're doing that to the person closest? Exactly.
That's the person you're.
I just, not to say it's okay, I'm just saying, like, for men, I feel like they're taking care of their woman. and then like if they're doing business with a guy, that involves money. So
I mean,
it's,
I see where you're coming from.
Taking care of their
But not
girl,
every
Yeah,
relationship is
but
like
it's
that.
not okay.
But that
What's
leaves
not okay?
like something.
Like the cheating and stuff.
Better say that.
Yeah. I'm saying like that's not okay for a guy to be doing that, but I'm saying like business wise, I feel like their wife is.
Yeah, but I still
different.
feel like they could also play the business partner or do him dirty or do
Yeah.
something weird to him. They have the capability of doing it to you, and that person don't mean nothing to them. So like, yeah, we're doing business, but let you cross me
But
one
that's how
time or
they're gonna
do
look
some
at
weird
it,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
No, yeah, definitely. I agree with what like Naya and Angie are saying, because you're right. Some relationships are like that, where the male is completely taking care of a girl, and kudos to you if you know if y'all like to have that relationship. And there's people that are in a relationship like that they know their guy is doing whatever, but they turn the blind eye because they're being taken care of and everything's good at home, so everything's good. And if that works for them, then that works for them.
Some women do that.
No, and that's fine.
Yeah.
There's no
a lot of women.
no
do that.
disrespect to them. Like if that's what they choose to do, then
I'm
they're
sure
choosing.
some men are even in that. Like,
Oh yeah, of course.
True.
because sometimes
Yeah.
the woman is the alpha in the
Yeah.
relationship.
That's what you
Absolutely.
gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
if they're cool with it and
I
everybody,
think
you know,
competitive,
kumbaya.
But definitely get out that
Get off your
situation.
ass
bro.
and go to work.
Yeah, get out that
That's what you
situation.
gotta do.
Do you have a red flag, Angie?
A red flag for friends.
trusting.
Like
Yeah.
trusting people.
Trusting people.
Like how could you see somebody's not trustable? I guess.
I guess like when people are too nosy in your business, or like oh, what
asking
happened?
mad
Also,
questions.
yeah, like asking a lot of questions. Like, do you really
Details.
want to know because you care, or do you really want to know because you want to
just wanna
see?
know.
Like,
Mhm.
and
That's
do I
true.
even tell
Definitely
you?
about men.
What do you mean,
Like if somebody keeps asking about your relationship too much,
Mhm.
they're not your real friend.
Oh, they trying to take your man.
They trying to take your man, girl.
So
I feel like it depends.
Did you get this last
You
night?
guys meet some trifling.
No, because I feel like if a girl trying to take your man, she's not gonna.
she's not gonna ask
ask
at all. She's gonna
yeah,
be
she's gonna do her
incognito,
thing.
ninja style,
Mm-hmm.
going
And not
around
ask-
you.
And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it could be
Are you
both. I
calling?
guess. I don't know.
unless they act different in front of your man,
That
that would be different.
I
Yeah.
mean, saying that's what my thing
Eyes
was.
won't
Like
lie.
girls who act different in front of guys, like that's really a thing. Like that's how
Mhm.
I really know if I could trust a shorty or
Mhm.
not. Cause
Or like Angie said, like, oh,
yeah,
why's
like,
your hair like
Like
that?
Alicia,
Like,
like,
putting you on
ew,
the
that
spot.
shirt's ugly. Like to
Yeah.
embarrass
That
your
shit out
in front of
it's
some
kind of like
guy.
embarrass me. Like
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
no. Trying to
ever
downplay
do
me.
that to
You
me.
will
Like,
never step foot in a place I am again if you ever speak to me like that.
and it's crazy because like I
Naya will
let
look at
shit
you and
like
walk
that
away.
slide.
No, I will
because,
literally
like,
escort you out.
I
right
feel like
that
also in the
moment.
moment you don't know.
No, because that's like I feel like that's my friend at the end of the day, and I don't
Yeah.
want the guy, so I don't even want to like apply any like pressure or like
If the
even-
switch up is
I would
that
be like-
big,
because I don't care honestly.
But you
I don't
noted.
care. Yeah, but I
And then-
noted,
and then you
That's
move
the thing.
differently.
Yeah, I noted and I let it slide, but like.
But do you
that was
move differently
definitely weird.
too? Are you like, I know you're that
It's
type
like
of friend
now
now?
I know that like I just don't want to hang out with you in that type
Type
of
of setting.
environment.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, pretty much it.
That's true.
See?
Um,
See?
well, y'all basically said everything,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they don't respect their mom. Like even like I fall out with my mom. I argue with her, but
Like anybody?
anybody.
Okay.
Like you hear about this shit, like
She said, okay.
She's like noted.
No, I'm just saying, like, like, what if they don't really have a relationship with their mom?
yeah, but it's like there's a certain respect, right? If you don't respect your mom, you're not gonna respect me or anything that I do, or if I have an opinion about something, you ask me for it. I don't know. I just feel like if you don't respect your mom, like me and my
I
mom
feel like that's
go back
circumstantial.
and forth.
Yeah.
That's
But
way
if you're
circumstantial.
But if you're sitting there like, nah, fuck my mom, like that bitch is da-da-da, like I don't like that.
It's-
That's your mom at the end of the day.
I don't think you
It
should
might
ever speak about
depend.
somebody in that
Yeah.
way, but I think that if that is happening, there's probably some anger there that's not healed, obviously. But then you're right, like at that
If you're
point,
quick
like they
to
don't owe
talk
you
shit
any
about
more
your
respect.
mom, then you're quick to
Yeah.
talk shit about me. That's just it.
I think she's saying that also because maybe from personal stuff, like we know what we've
Yeah.
been through, so
Yeah.
it's like some of your friends, they tell you what they've been through, and you're like, in your head, you're like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. But you know, you're there, you console them, you guide them through whatever they need to go through.
Yeah.
And then they start talking wild like that, and you're like, damn, I never even said that about my mama. So how could
Yeah.
they say that, you know? but their trauma is still real.
Yeah.
It doesn't minimize anything. It's perspective. Also, I feel like another thing, I guess, to see if you trust somebody is like people make mistakes all the time. So if your friend makes a mistake, I hurt their feelings or they hurt my feelings, acknowledgement. I feel like that's another way of like trusting each other. Accountability and acknowledgement. Those are good.
And caring.
Well, caring is part of both of that.
Oh yeah.
Because you care enough to be like, hey, I messed up. You know, I didn't realize that that's, you know, how it seemed or, you know, how you took my message, but my intention was X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I like to watch how somebody navigates through a situation, like any type of situation, and also how somebody treats themselves. Because you can't treat me better than you treat yourself.
I feel like you can.
I feel like I can definitely treat people better than how I treat myself.
But sustainably.
But that's not okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But I feel like a lot of girls go through that.
Yeah.
Right? Girls.
So if you treat yourself poorly emotionally, you can show up for me emotionally the way I need to.
It's not okay.
I think
Sometimes
I struggled with that all my life.
Yeah.
I struggled with treating myself really good for a while because of, you know, traumas, things that have put me very low and have made me feel low. So then, like, I kind of needed to feel that to keep going. Yeah. The low moments of my life. So
I guess, like, you could be, like, people pleasing.
But I was there for everybody else, right? Because I'm thinking about what I would have wanted. So then I'm like, oh, I want to be there for everybody, help fix everybody's issues. But then you end up carrying all of that.
And burnout.
And it came to a moment where I was just like, damn, burnout, exhaustion, not taking care and handling my own family and my own home and kind of things falling apart there. So I was just like, I had to take a step back and be like, damn, I not only need to cater to my cubs and my own little family here, but I need to cater to myself. And they talk about that all the time when you talk about like mental health. If you're not good, you can't help people. And you have to repeat it over and over again to start actually believing it.
Yeah. I think, that's really it for me. I guess just seeing that.
I think even us, we've all been there for each other when shit is tough for us. But we see our friend going through something crazy, something new, something sporadic, and we're like, okay, I gotta be there for them right now. I could put my shit on the back burner.
I do that all the time.
And I think we talked about that last episode, right? That I was like, Ceci also had to build some boundaries because she felt like a lot of stuff was just weighing her down. And I'm looking at her like, damn, girl, I'm sorry. But you're going to figure this out, right? I've been there. I figured it out. And you're not going to learn until you go through it. Some things you can tell people, but you can't teach them. They got to learn themselves.
That part.
Okay, so no more sad stuff. All right, second topic is funny middle school moments that we've had. Something awkward, like someone confessing their whole love in front of the whole class.
Sounds like you starting off your story.
That never happened to me.
What fuck you get that story from?
This
She
is
wanted that to happen to her.
traumatizing.
Definitely not happening in CI. You get clown for that.
You guys you guys ever got roasted in the caf?
No.
See, that's why I said high school because
that's high school.
Oh, okay.
for us, that was high school.
that
We used to, so we went to Central Islip High School, and in CI back in the day, before they built all that fencing, the outside beautiful looking stuff, it was a lot of tables and chairs in the lunch cafeteria. So me and Angie had lunch 1 year out of all the 4 years, and it was like the best lunch.
It was.
And we would beef with the other side of the cafeteria.
The table like directly across from us.
You guys only had lunch together 1 year?
1 year.
Yeah.
And we had one class, Spanish class together one time. And we used to roast each other. And then, of course, I was the person going back and forth doing the roasting. But I was getting all my jokes from this other guy that was on our table. I'd be like, come on. Tell me something. They just went in on me.
Shout out Greg.
Greg, yes. We don't know his last name.
I don't know, and I don't want to mess it up, so I'm not gonna guess.
But shout out to Greg. He was funny. Bro, he gave me diabetes jokes, fat jokes. He gave me all types of jokes, and I was like, damn, that's spicy, but they just went in on my unibrow. So I'm about to go in on this.
Right. If you see this, just know you were on their minds today.
Yes, Greg.
And subscribe.
Definitely subscribe. But I think that was a really like
Yeah.
funny moment, and it happened all the time.
Yeah, that was actually fun. Like I
Actually,
looked
better
forward to lunch.
Somebody get this to
I
Greg.
love lunch, honestly. I just feel like
She wants this to get to Greg.
Somebody send this.
I'm
We
sure
get
Greg
Greg
is
on the
still
show.
funny. I'm sure he's
Nah,
still
yeah, that's
funny.
what I was about to say. He's probably like still the same
Wait, so you never
person
seen
cracking
him? You
jokes.
never- No,
No,
bro,
we
after
don't
high
even know what
school,
happened to him, like where he went.
We don't know.
Like,
Like no social media.
Yeah.
No,
Greg.
nothing.
literally
Are
fell
you-
off
where
the
you
face of the
at?
earth.
Greg.
Greg.
Where's Greg?
Greg?
Greg.
Hashtag Greg. Where is
Hashtag where's Greg?
Hashtag, where's Greg?
Come back.
That was funny.
Yo, Alicia.
You ever got hit with the ball at gym?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh,
I don't wanna talk about
guys.
it.
I got crossed up so
Dodgeball?
bad. In like, I think it was like flag football or something we were
I
playing.
love flag football.
And I literally got crossed up, slipped, fell back on the concrete outside in the parking lot of the school, and I knocked myself out, like literally. Bro, landed on the concrete, boom, I woke up, and like literally all my classmates and my gym teacher was around me. Bro,
They thought you.
and my elbow
Bro, that's like
was,
some shit you see in the movies.
Yo, my elbow was scraped open. It was wild. I was bleeding. I was like, I didn't even know what the fuck happened, bro. But I literally
Not-
even cried.
Wait,
the fuck up.
wait.
Ankles broke.
I would have never
Did
played
the
again.
culprit come forward though and say that
Yeah,
was
it was
me?
me.
Bro, yes.
So actually, this was elementary school, but one time we were playing kickball, and I was very flexible when I was younger. Today, I don't think it would happen, but I must have kicked the ball so hard. I got stuck in between my foot and my head, and the ball moved, and I kicked myself.
Yo, you like went all the way up there?
Yeah, she was flexible. She was
Yes, that's what I'm
flexible.
saying. Yes.
Yo.
Nah.
That's OD.
Okay, another time this didn't happen in school, but it happened when I was younger. I hit myself in the back of the head with a baseball bat.
What?
Wait. You
Oh,
swung
like
it
this?
so hard that it went to the back of your head?
Yeah,
No.
you clearly don't know.
Yeah,
your
she
own
went like this.
strength.
No, like I was carrying it and I was probably doing some dumb shit, like swinging it, and I was like, don't.
You know what
I
happened to
thought
me
there was
today
some
though?
nunchucks.
I was rushing.
You did
Right?
this today?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm taking out my stuff and I go to close the driver's door, but
Current news.
I was still there, and I went like this, and I swung that thing in the back of my head, and I said, I'm looking at it, if I'm bleeding, I'm like, I'm not dramatic, but that thing hurt.
No, oh my god, yeah.
I
I
always
hated
look for
myself a
blood.
lot. Alright, what other...
Clumsy.
I definitely have a. It's not funny though.
Embarrassing?
Yeah.
I'm about to say. I'm about to say
Like
embarrassing.
I cried that day.
Go
So
ahead.
Embarrassing.
I was outside. We were like, this was in the Bronx. I went to middle school in the Bronx. So you already know kids is ruthless. We were waiting online to go into the court where we used to like play and shit, like on break at lunch. So we're waiting online, and this girl, we were like friends, but like,
Not too close.
yeah, not like close friends. But yeah, she just like pantsed me. Bro,
Those is
outside
fighting words.
in front of everybody. But it was, we were like in a line, so like the only people that I seen were like behind and in front, and it was like people that I kind of knew or whatever. But like, first of all, being in middle school at that age, I'm mad skinny. I was skinnier. I was probably like 80 pounds.
No booty.
Like, yeah, a little like insecure, like.
Little booties matter.
I didn't say that they
Literally.
did, but she
Let's
said
remember
she's
that.
skinnier than she is now.
There's some skinny girls that got.
Okay, I'm sorry if you had a
I feel offended. All right.
Said she caught that heat.
Triggered.
Nah, I would have turned around swinging already.
Yo,
Somebody
that
said
ass.
she didn't have a booty when she was in middle school. Look.
I never had a
So you
booty.
just cried?
First of all, 26
Yeah,
years
I
old. I'm going to
started
the gym right now, trying to get it. All right.
So you
And
cried.
she's getting it.
So yeah, so she pulled my pants down. Actually, should I drop names? I don't even know her anymore. I don't know where she got. Donette.
Damn,
Yeah.
Donna.
First of all,
What a problem.
first of all,
name
if that
dropping.
would have happened to me in high school and higher, like
Wait, how old are you?
I was in middle school, so I had to be like 12, 13, like
You were 12.
mad
13.
young, and I'm not
Oh,
like I'm
that's
not gonna
so
lie. At that
embarrassing.
time, I was like a little
That's like when you're
insecure.
getting your, you know,
Yeah, of course. You're
you're mad emotional. And
Emotional.
Yeah, like I'm trying to have
what you
friends.
getting?
Like I'm trying to fit
You're
in.
trying to build.
Yeah, I'm
friendships.
trying to like be cool. Like
Not everybody's seeing your
Yeah,
underwear.
best believe if we see you
Bro,
outside
yes.
done it, you're getting pants next. I don't care how old you are.
Kids are not.
Get back is get back.
yo, but yeah. So I literally started crying, and then I'm pretty sure at that time I probably had some fucking Powerpuff Girl underwear on. Who the fuck knows who it was? There was like obviously wasn't a thong, so it was like. Yeah,
The
but
green panties too.
I cried, and then shout out to Alexa, cause
She smacked her.
we always like said like we're cousins, cause our moms were like mad close.
Somebody send this to
Alexa came over and saw me crying and was like, "Why my cousin crying? Why is she crying? Nah. Who did it? Whatever." Like she was going crazy, and I was there like, "Yup."
Crying like a.
Like yup. Her.
Yeah. Go get her.
So yeah, like she had my back, so shout out Alexa. But yeah, I was like mad embarrassed, and I didn't do anything about it. Honestly, I just like cried about it and like let it go. And
you never became friends with her again?
So we were like I said, friends, but not really friends. So like
she was a fake friend.
she was like part of my friend group that I was friends with at the time.
She was a hater.
So
She pants you.
yeah.
She was a
that
hater.
act weird in front
Around
of guys.
people.
We can't
Yup.
turn
Bro,
in front
and
of
mind you,
guys.
she
No
was the
good
girl who like
intentions.
lost her virgin or got caught like having sex
Oh, sorry.
during that time, mad young. Yeah, we're like yup with some boy in school.
At 12?
Is my friend?
At your young age.
Donna,
She was starting young.
do we need to talk to your mother?
Your mother probably watching us right now.
Hopping at, yeah.
Somebody send
Just
this
know
to
Donette
Greg and
was popping
Donette.
early.
And Alexa.
and Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have an embarrassing story too, and it was caught on camera. So I used to be I used to be part of the step team in Reed Middle School, right? I was in a step team. That was when I was coming out of like being shy. I was trying to put myself out there. So I was in a step team. We would practice whatever. I think this was like 7th grade, and we had like the end of the year like performance or whatever. Super nervous. First time I'm up on stage. Don't like being. I was in the center of attention because it was a lot of us, but still I was like, damn, nerve-wracking. And I remember with temperature song we was stepping to, and we started off in the bottom, like hopping,
Temperature,
right? And then when I went down,
yeah,
my
I
pants
remember.
ripped. My pants ripped. And when they ripped, I said, "Whoops!" Mad
Yeah,
loud.
literally. And everybody was
Whole
down.
audience.
Everybody was in this position. The star was like, "Whoops!"
And everybody started cracking up.
Wait, okay.
Wait,
The whole audience.
that's not funny.
For video purposes, can you find it and let's insert it?
I'm gonna try to find it. It has to be in like
It has to
some
be on
central
YouTube.
isolate.
Yo,
Yeah.
no, you know what's funny? I have like a similar, like I did a dance to the Usher song. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah. Bro, and I was so whack. So whack. I was so whack. Anyways, but that.
But it was embarrassing too, like that.
Yes, because I was whack as hell and I forgot the
To
steps.
be honest.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the whole dance, but I remember parts
Oh yeah,
of
nah,
like my steps.
I don't
Can you
remember.
show
I
us
barely
right
remembered
now?
it back then. I was fucking up.
Can
Can
you
you
show
show-
us right now? Oh shit.
Something like that.
She knows. She knows
Stop,
it.
cause she just.
She
That's
just
how mine
yeah.
But yours is
started. Bro, yes, it did. Mine started off with the damn step and the hands clapping.
Yeah.
Then we did some other shit. I don't remember.
We were like, and then all of a sudden I said, "Whoops!" and the whole audience
Yeah,
started
I was there.
laughing.
Mom was there. Dad was there.
My whole
all
family was there. My friends was there.
Your mom.
My mom was so pissed, bro. She was like, of course you're gonna do something like that."
Of course, my child's dance ripped.
My child gotta be the most embarrassing one of them all. And I was like, but my pants ripped.
All right, my embarrassing moment. So in middle school, this wasn't when like Instagram and like Kik started coming around. So like, It was lit. Like I had mad like messages.
I know
mad,
you were
like,
mad sneaky.
Just what?
Yeah. Texting all those boyfriends.
The boys
My mom didn't really have a phone
Did you
anyway.
wait? Were you on Ask FM too? Did you
No,
on Ask
no.
FM? Bro, that shit was.
I think for us it was like AIM
Yeah, AIM.
and B.
That's the
and what's
ancient
the
one.
Blueberry, the BlackBerry one.
BBM.
BBM.
Messenger.
Was it BBM? Oh yeah.
I had
I was
Kik.
heavy on BBM.
Anyways, and Instagram. So like whatever. The girls like they used to be wearing butt pads in school. They
What
used
school
to
you
be
went to?
posing. I
Yeah,
lived in PA
Oh,
for
okay,
middle
okay,
school. Like
okay.
I came to Berwyn in like high school, like 9th,
Okay.
10th grade, yeah.
Damn,
So they was
PA?
wearing butt pads, trying to be cute. I'm in
Butt pads
school
is
with
crazy.
I'm in school with
Those
the
said bucket
flattest butt. I'm in school with the flattest
At
butt.
least you were real, boo.
Yeah.
No, so I stole my abuelas.
I was just gonna say they stole their mom's
Your
butt pads.
grandmas.
I stole my abuelas butt pads, and my mom found out, and yeah.
Nah, I know that shit.
Wait, so
big as
Shorty looked like an ant.
Wait, I know you
Bugs
was
life.
bro, but wait,
Built
I,
like an ant.
I just know Angie was in school thinking she was
Hot
that.
shit.
Yeah,
No,
she
but
was
then
like,
like, oh.
Oh, y'all thought y'all was the only one?
oh, y'all thought y'all butt pads was big? Mine's bigger.
No, okay. When I was in middle school, all the girls were
biggest.
stuck in their bras, but the butt pads.
Yeah.
That's the
I
People-
stuffed-
people
I
were
stuffed tissue in my
bras.
bra before.
Yeah.
She was probably
I definitely
like,
did that.
y'all do
You
it
did?
good. I do it
I never
better.
did it.
I never.
Yeah, I
no,
never
I
stuffed my
did
bra.
stuff my bro. Like
Scarlett bought my
once.
first bra. Actually,
I've never
Bro,
had
I
to.
have to. I have to
I
still
used
stuff my bra now.
I remember.
Push, but
I remember.
stuff.
I remember my mom not buying me like training bras, and she would always send us to like Chicago or like Minnesota with our aunts, right? And this particular year, we went to Chicago for the summer with our aunts, and like within a month, I went from nothing to a C cup. My aunt had to buy me mad bras. They calling my mom like, "Why don't you got this girl some training bras? Nothing. Like she don't got nothing.
Nothing to a C cup is insane.
Nothing to a C cup.
Can't relate.
Bro.
I don't like bras. I like my sports bras.
No, I hate.
I love bras.
I like a good extra padded bra.
Bras.
I like a good supportive bra.
I don't like
But,
I
that.
don't like them things.
I'm gonna say my embarrassing. Was it embarrassing
Yeah.
or awkward?
Embarrassing,
I don't know.
funny,
I
awkward.
guess maybe embarrassing.
Whatever.
It wasn't in middle school. Well, there's two. I'm gonna just say this one. I was playing with one of my friends in gym, and I guess I played too much. I was being a little rough, and I
Yeah, I
whacked
hate
him.
people who play rough.
I
Like,
whacked him with the racket, and I broke his finger.
Oh,
Yeah.
you broke it.
Yeah,
Who?
I did. Name drop.
Yo.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I either
Damn.
broke or fractured it, but he
Akash.
went and he's like, "Yeah, you literally broke my finger." I
oh
was
my
like,
god, I did something like that
I said,
too.
I'm so sorry.
Every time he looks at his
Mrs.
finger, he's gonna think about you.
Yep. He probably watching this like this,
That
like.
finger crooked.
Like, yeah, she did break my finger.
That shit cut
What
your
about you?
corners.
Captain Hook.
So before you say your other one, in middle school, like one boy, he was going down the stairs, and on the last step, I tripped him a little, and
Wait, on
Play
purpose?
too much.
like we was playing. He was playing with. He started it with me, and then I was playing back.
Your mom never told you, your dad never told you don't play on the stairs?
It was the last step. Anyways, he was limping because this was like where we was going to our buses, so he limped to his bus. But I was just like, oh, haha, like whatever. Like I thought we.
She was like, "You
playing.
gonna be fine."
The next day, he came back in crutches, like on his ankle. Yes, like I twisted his ankle or something, and I deadass ever since I always acted like I didn't know, like I didn't do it.
Oh, so like he didn't write you out or anything?
Not
He
taking
just didn't talk to me.
accountability.
Him coming in
Yep.
crutches
Sounds
and
like
her playing.
Angie.
She admitted today.
Yeah. So what was your second one?
Second story.
Me and my best friend and my other friend, we used to get bullied in middle school. They used to cut us in like cafeteria line, all that. Honestly, I forgot the girls' names. I don't really remember who it was. I would actually have to ask Kat.
At least you have
But
friends.
Kat took one for the team. She definitely opened up. It was either milk or orange juice in a carton. She opened it, closed it back up, threw it across the cafeteria, and then we was all like this, like
Did it hit her?
it hit the whole table, and it like
And the whole
fucking-
table-
it just
And they were all mean to y'all?
That makes
They
me
were all
happy.
mean to us.
That's how you do it.
If you was on that
Round
table,
of applause, Kat.
you know who you are? You deserved
I
it.
hope you smell like orange juice for the rest of the day. I hate bullies.
Somebody
No,
send
then we
this
got
to
in
people
trouble.
at that
Though.
Table.
We definitely all got
You
in trouble
deserved
because
it.
they snitched on us, and we got in trouble. Me,
Of course,
Kat,
the
and
good people
Delphine.
get in trouble when they get their get
Why
back.
do you always
That
get in
I have
trouble?
a story for that. Ready? I was always right trying to fit in. I had a crush on somebody. First crush. The girl that was dating this specific person got a hold of that information. She beat me up every Thursday in the Reed Middle School.
God, I
No,
remember
not the
this
Reed.
story.
The Mulligan.
Mulligan?
The Mulligan. Outside where there's like that little hill.
She violated
They
every
would.
day.
She would beat me up every Thursday for
Wow.
like
Every Thursday,
For like
scheduled is
a
crazy.
month.
You ready for your beat down Thursday?
Like, I can't even enjoy my
See you on
weekend.
Thursday,
It's
Scarlett.
crazy.
Bro,
gonna
every
find you on
Thursday
a
for like
Thursday.
a month and a half.
I wasn't
You was
there.
anything.
You
I was
using
in
my
the
weekend
Bronx
to
getting my
recover.
pants pulled down. You forgot?
Yeah,
I had no
bestie.
friends. I had one friend, and she's the one who told about my little crush.
She wasn't a friend. She
So-
gets smacked too.
So
Wait, so that friend told her?
my friend
Oh,
told
nah,
her.
she need to get beat up on Fridays
That's what I'm
now.
saying.
And that girl, and so then after about a month and a half of getting beat up every Thursday, I finally fought back,
Yeah.
and I got suspended.
Yeah.
That's-
And then
That girl
probably
never
beat
got.
by my
She
mom.
was half my height. The principal was looking at me like, "Why are you getting beat up?" And then I finally fought back. But who had to get it suspended?
It was
Me.
worth it.
That guy.
It was
then you
worth
got
it.
some time off. You're like, damn, this bitch annoyed me.
Not gonna lie though,
Feet
every
kicked up.
Thursday I was getting beat up. I was getting beat up by my mom too, cause she was getting tight. I was getting beat up, and she was just like, "You better learn how to protect yourself." So when I finally fought
Could've
back,
catch a
she was
break.
happy.
Could've
she was
catch a
like-
break.
She was like, "You know what? You got suspended, but you earned it."
My grandma used to let the kid that she babysat with me beat me up because she wanted me to fight back. Like, she was
Same
like,
age.
yeah, we were the same
Yeah.
age. Shout out to Brendan.
We just
you
dropping
literally-
names.
Yeah, I'm dropping
This whole
names because
episodes.
no, literally used to beat me up like every day. He used to do mad stuff to me. Oh my god, I hate him. My grandma used to yell at me, be
You
like,
still hate
fight back. He's
So
gonna keep hurting you if you don't fight him back. I used to be crying, bro. And she would be like, fight back. I used to be like, ah.
The trauma.
Till one day we had the plastic crayon boxes, right? I had my hand in the crayon box. Yo, he slammed the crayon box top on my hand. And like the plastic hurt, bro. That
Yeah.
shit hurt. Bro, I took my hand out that crayon box and I punched him in the face.
Well, that's what
That was
happens. You got a
my
reaction.
first time ever hitting him back. And bro, my grandma was high. Yo, came out the kitchen like, that's what I'm talking about. She was like, I told you to hit him back. And then she's like, and then
Yep,
she put
that's
him,
what you get.
yeah, and then she put him in timeout. Yeah. Yeah.
Alicia was like, this in the background.
Nah, I was literally still crying because my hand hurt, but I literally got my get back. Like, I was, oh my god.
Well, that's what happens. They end up hurting you OD, and you just react.
Yeah. Low key, shout out to my grandma because I was deadass getting bullied.
She put some thick skin on us.
Yeah, that was my first.
Last stupid thing, I was in 7th grade and I was in gym class and I was wearing my long, like, they're like, I don't know how to explain, like fleece pants, I guess.
Okay.
I wore them for gym. And
Okay.
I went out, I had my backpack on because I was wearing my sweatpants that day. And I went to go, like, meet my friend's backpack. I slipped on my sweatpants and I went up in the air and came down and fractured my tailbone.
She's always broken.
I was
Yo,
in a
yo,
wheelchair for a
yo.
month.
Literally.
We need a bubble for you.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm like, every time she like is calling somebody or like, oh, I'm in urgent care.
The damn
First
I'm
episode,
like, I feel like
just,
they know you already when you walk in there. Like, oh, Naya's back.
They definitely know Naya. They definitely know Naya.
So, since we're laughing so much, a
Yeah.
fun fact about laughter is, laughter is connected to the same parts of your brain as like that is stimulated by food and sex. So, it's not just good for your soul; it's addictive.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's actually really good. I kind of like that. Let's keep the fun facts going every episode.
let's do a fun
That was
fact.
good.
So, let us know how you feel about our episode in the comments, and
Please write it in the comments.
how you feel about trusting people,
Red flags.
red flags.
Having
Whose
best
bully you hate
interests.
the most?
Who bullied you and at them?
Yeah.
Who do you have to
We're
apologize?
dropping names.
Send this video to your
Who do you
bully.
feel bad for? Who do you not want to forgive? I don't know. Who
How
do
about you
wanna
just tell us a
pants?
story? Yeah, tell us a story that relates to the
Yeah.
topics we spoke about today, and
We'll comment back.
in next episode maybe we'll feature one of the replies.
We'll read a couple comments.
We'll feature. Imagine we'll feature a bully.
How does a bully
my
feel?
Get a bully's
Do you feel bad for the
perspective.
things you've done? Like,
If you were a bully, share that story also because you could have changed. But if you didn't,
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
bye.
Bye.